this is the prolific voice actor and YouTuber ProZD. Now, you might recognize him from his work, or you might recognize him because, well, he is a gigantic douche. Well, the good news is the douche days are over because I am here and very excited. Personally, this is gonna be awesome. He left Twitter. He had a gigantic crash out. He left Twitter because they're calling him out for being a hypocritical bitch. So this is gonna be very, very funny. This is possibly one of the greatest situations ever, because this dude, look man, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I've seen clips of this dude shitting on me in the past, which was very funny, because, well, as you know, I am not woke. He is woke, though. He understands wokeness. Now, for me to explain to you exactly why it's fucking funny as shit that this dude is getting cooked, okay, is because this dude has quotes like, to cast authentically, he's a voice actor, means to hire actors who resemble or relate to the characters they are playing. That's right. There was a freaking Asian guy, and he was like, how dare you cast a not Asian voice actor? You should be only casting Asians. And he literally fucked over the entire voice acting industry by doing this whole fucking bullshit. Right, look how stupid this is. The recast was already unacceptable, but this is a yikes. What a yikes! Recasting somebody? And this is his tweet that really went viral, that everyone is talking about constantly. I got an edition for Prominent Cartoon where I was just sent the Asian character. Looking through the rest, I told my agent, hey, I'm happy to read for these, but can I read for some of these others? To which I was told, oh no, all those characters are drawn as white, so no. So let me get this straight. You bitch out and complain constantly about how you need to cast authentically and hire actors who resemble or relate to the character they're playing, but you want to voice act for white characters? Wow. Wow, look at that. Chumbo over here is having a little taste of karma. To add extra insult to injury, the character I got sent was labeled Middle Eastern, Southeast, or Southeast Asian, because you know that's all the same, right? You could just lump them all into one. That's right. That's why I only want Sung Cho One, whatever his name is, Sung Won Cho over here. I only want he to specifically be acting for fat Koreans. If it's not a fat Korean, I don't want this dude's voice work. Now, he might be incredibly talented. He might be fantastic at voice acting, but if he's not put in the role of a fat Korean, I don't want to hear anything about it. Okay? Alright? We need to hire actors who resemble or relate to the character they're playing. You know, how like Ash from Pokemon is voiced by a 70-year-old lady, or like Goku from Dragon Ball is voiced by a 70-year-old lady, or like how Naruto is voice acted by a 70-year-old lady. Like, you're all retarded. Some dumb fuck over here really felt mega comfortable trying his absolute best to cancel people that are getting roles voice acting in positions that they're not, and he ended up uber fucking the industry to such an insane degree that they are with woke bullshit that now he is not getting roles unless they're fat Asians. It's beautiful. We love that. It's amazing. It's absolute cinema. So recently, Glitch announced that they are going to be releasing a new animated show called the Knights of Guinevere. Alright, and guess who one of the voice actors is? It's Sung Won Cho, voice acting a clearly not Asian man. Oh my god, it looks like some dumb fuck over here is voicing someone that really doesn't resemble him at all. Now, this little bit of hypocrisy is very funny because woke is dying in real time, but all the people that did their absolute best to push this woke bullshit, to push woke freaking retardation into the mainstream, all these people are getting mega fucked. Because I'll be honest, no one is forgetting that you were one of the bad guys. You were one of the authoritarian retards that was trying to shovel your propaganda bullshit and gender ideology crap into everything. No one fucking cares. And here's the craziest part. So Sung Chun Wo, alright, ProZD over here, he releases this long fucking tragic tweet where he eventually decides to leave Twitter. Hey all, this will be my last tweet on this platform. I am no longer using Twitter after this. If you look at the replies on my latest announcement tweet, you will see a lot of comments like this. This has been ongoing for years, and while the normal procedure has been to block and move on, I truly don't think Twitter is worth it anymore. In the past, I've expressed that I think diversity in casting is important. It's a complicated topic. No, it's not. But at the end of the day, I still stand by this. Good. Now I feel even better that you're getting mega fucked over for this shit. I think it's important for all voice actors to be given an equal opportunity. Well, that's a lie, because diversity is inherently not giving equal opportunity to people. Diversity and DEI shit is inherently giving undeserving people roles purely because they are of a certain race or gender or fucking, you know, I fuck sheep, so therefore I deserve a role here too. Right, says the woke gender ideology bullshit major. Like, this is insane, bro. This is crazy. If you're a good voice actor, you get roles. If you're not a good voice actor, you don't get roles. I don't know why diversity has anything to do with it. Anyway, and I think that there have been positive changes on that front. A lot of bad faith actors say I've tried to paint me as saying things I've never said. I've been reluctant to address this for years because I know a lot of these people will not listen to reason, no matter what I say, and I have not wanted to add to the ongoing drama. Twitter especially is a cesspool for hatred, and it's been awful these past few years. Now that he left Twitter, that's why I decided, you know what, we're going to be putting this onto YouTube. You're welcome. I'm sure you're going to be very happy about this. But I think it's important for people to know that this has been happening. This is the last time I'll comment on any of this. Goodbye, Twitter. You truly suck ass. And Asmongold responds, and I think this is awesome. He never believed that shit to begin with. He used it to bully companies into giving him roles and to disadvantage his competition. Completely deserves all the hate. Turned the industry toxic. Now toxicity has turned on him. Zero lies detected. This is fucking crazy. Alright, bro got absolutely annihilated. These people created a fascist machine based on absolute dog shit and terrible morals and ethics. And you will forever be immortalized as one of the dumb fuck retard bitches that is pushing this shit and that has tried your absolute best to destroy, not just the industry, but to destroy our country. That's right, I am a capitalist at heart. I fucking hate this, oh, I am going to dole out my graces. Alright, I'm going to give my graces to people that don't deserve it because, well, he's African-American, black, none of this shit. We don't care. We do not care, alright? I believe in a merit-based system. You know who else does? Martin Luther motherfucking King. He also believed that you should be judged by the content of your character and not the color of your skin. But for some reason, every woke retard on the planet needs to come out with their woke shit. And now, it's turning on them, because voice actors are already screwed, okay? Because they're getting replaced in real time with AI. So voice actors have never been in this bad of a spot before. And the first people that are gonna get cut out are the people that tried to bully and fuck their way through the system. People like ProZD. So, I saw Rev made a video on this, and I know Rev, like, really hates this guy. I personally don't actually care enough about him to have that much of an opinion. I just like the downfall because it's very funny. So, lock in, boys and girls. We are going to be watching a glorious downfall.
So once again, no VTuber model for today. I am traveling around for the Labor Day holiday, so I hope you guys are enjoying that if you are celebrating it. But anyways, we're going to be looking at another Reap What You Sow moment featuring ProZD.
God, I love Fafo. It's my favorite thing. You fuck around, you find out. This dude fucked around, and he's tasting it. Dude, like, people are so comfortable virtue signaling, and they don't care who they dick over for their virtue signal. Like, these are people that are like, we need to be more inclusive. We need to be inclusive and woke. And we're so not woke if we don't do woke things. And he literally did it for A, the virtue signal, and B, to literally bully people so that he could get jobs and roles. Fafo is alive. I subscribe to the Fafo doctrine. It's crazy.
Now, this is someone who has made comments about anime and the dubbing scene and voice actors generally, and those comments have continued to haunt him for a very long time. Now, in case you're not familiar with who this guy is, he is someone who blew up on YouTube, where for years he made very successful sketches that are anime themed, and eventually he got some opportunities in the anime voice acting dub scene. Now, he's become a bit of a meme, especially among anime fans, because of his comments about the medium.
I mean, to me, it has nothing to do with the anime, bro. It's not about the anime. It's about the fucking retards. And anyone with thick glasses like this is on the chopping block first. This is like one of those, if you vote for Trump, you're a Nazi kind of people. Like, these guys suck, man. Didn't he say Made in Abyss shouldn't exist because it felt icky to him? Dude, these are the most retarded fucking people on the planet. I can't believe Trump is such a fascist. Trump does fascism, guys. What a dictator. He's such a dictator, guys. Anyway, let's censor all the things I don't like, and let's force people not to get jobs that we don't want them to have, and let's force our agendas down people's throats, and if they don't like it, we call them a Nazi and they lose their job. But look at what we're fucking doing, guys. This is crazy.
His virtue signaling on places like Twitter has gotten seal claps from members of his industry and some of the most annoying users on social media. A lot of other anime fans, specifically dub fans, are pretty annoyed with some of his comments, especially the ones where he is very hypocritical. He is someone who has advocated for censorship of anime that he considers yucky or...
Bro, my chat was right. Dude, I'm telling you, all of the quote-unquote anti-authoritarians, they are so much worse. It's like, guys, I'm anti-fascist, so therefore, I hate you if you voted for Trump. We should kill you if you voted for Trump. And also, we're going to censor the things that you like because I find them subjectively bad, and also I'm gonna blacklist white people from the industry, where Asians can take the roles of white people, but white people cannot take the roles of Asians. And also, dude, this is cinema. This is perfect.
Gross. And he's also made a lot of comments about authentic casting, which is a very, very hot button issue. Seems very basic in terms of how normal people react to it, but a lot of people are trying to virtue signal. They've been pushing this authentic casting thing for a long time, and ProZD is one of the people at the helm of that movement. Now, when there was a recent project announced, Knights of Guinevere, people were looking at this and then seeing the voice acting cast. They noticed one thing: ProZD playing this specific character.
Oh my god, ProZD playing a white man. Oh my god. I cannot believe this. The way he would just immediately cuck on his own principles. Wow. It's almost like he never had any principles. You'll notice. That's a thing. Don't worry, you'll notice.
Now.
But if you notice, you might be racist. Now, they might call you racist, but they're not going to call you wrong.
You look at the two right there, side by side. Uh-oh. Looks like their ethnicity doesn't really match up. Now, if you're not someone who advocates...
ProZD, your career is dying. You left Twitter. You only have one hope. Quickly, make a video fighting for Palestine. It's your only chance. It's your only chance, ProZD.
...advocates for authentic casting, and, you're a normal person, you don't care about this. But the reason people are in the comments section like this, pointing out hypocrisy...
Dude, I don't care about this. I think Asians, of course they should be able to play white people. Dude, I don't give a shit. As long as you're able to do your job as a voice actor, I literally don't care. I literally could not care less. Bro, you could get a white person to talk in like a ghetto accent and voice act a black character. No problem, don't care, fucking irrelevant. You want to get an old lady to play to voice act a boy because it's a kid that didn't go through puberty yet? Who cares? Literally, who the fuck cares? If the voice fits, put the fries in the bag and have a life. But it's the fact that this dude is virtue signaling. And the virtue signalers, they're the first to fall. It'll take a year. It'll take 2 years. It might take 3 years. But that's beautiful. That's beautiful. The virtue signalers, they'll always get destroyed.
It's because he has pushed for authentic casting time and time again, where he wants the ethnicity of the character to match the ethnicity of the voice actor playing them. And this is something he was called out for about 2 years ago. He kind of fell on his own sword with this concept. This is why people are so fired up to see him taking this role.
I mean, I think it's pretty awesome, to be honest.
It all began with this situation involving a Bleach dub for the character Yoruichi.
There is no way.
And originally, this character was played by the voice actress Wendy Lee, who, as you can see, is a white woman.
Bro, this is retarded! These people are all retarded. Like, this is a way to make believe they're virtue signaling. All right, they're gonna make believe they're virtue signaling, but it is purely just due to greed and selfishness. It's so fucking unbelievable.
And she's playing a darker skinned character. Nobody cared, right? She did the role for
This
years.
is just verbal blackface. What are you talking about? I care.
Everything was great. But then there was a recast where a different voice actress, Anyaris Quinones, who has darker skin, then took over this role. At least.
But Yoruichi is Japanese. What do you mean? You need a Japanese black woman to voice Yoruichi, or else this is a problem.
Very briefly. And people were making tweets like this, seeing one and one together and thinking, why would you needlessly recast the voice actress for this character when clearly Wendy Lee also wanted to reprise the role. What is going on here? Is this an attempt to virtue signal and promote authentic casting? And eventually, citing complications with scheduling and some confusion, they would give back Wendy Lee the role. So she would end up reprising the role, but people in the voice acting scene and their supporters were very upset about this, where people were crying foul, that there was something not right about this.
No fucking way Sung Wo Cho came out here to do this shit. There is no way this is what he was saying when he was saying the recast was ready and acceptable. This is the yikes on top. The yikes on top that a white lady is voice acting a black Asian trans cat creature from Bleach.
And they're even pointing out Wendy Lee's reaction on social media once she did get her role back, saying she was being insensitive to those comforting quinones after the recast.
Fuck you.
Quoting a related post, ProZD would say the recast was already unacceptable, but this is just the effing yikes on top. Now, the last part is referring to what they believe are insensitive comments she was making about the situation, referring to Wendy Lee. But as you can see, the first part...
They tried to take her job because of her skin color. They accepted her for the role. But because she's white, they wanted to fire her. That is like pure racism. That is literally clear racism. Like, these are the people that want racial authenticity. It's like, we need black characters to be voice acted by black people. We need Asian characters to be voice acted by Asian people. Anyway, let's make the new James Bond black. Let's make the new Little Mermaid black. What do you think, guys? I think we should do that. All right? Hello? Huh? What? Huh? What? Wait, so let me get this straight. Taking an actual character that existed for years and race swapping them, that's good for diversity. But a voice actress needs to get fired because of her skin color? Dude, these people are fucking retarded.
Art is making it very clear. He's implying that the recast, that Wendy Lee getting her role back, was already unacceptable.
Yeah, why?
And reading between the lines in his support of authentic casting, the only explanation is that he thought she shouldn't play that role because her skin color didn't match up with the character.
Yep, that is absolutely the implication. Bro, you know what we need? Do you know what we need? We need Drewski. We need Drewski! That's what I'm talking about. Get this guy here immediately. That's right. This is a black man, by the way. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Here's the love. Here's the honor. If you can't come in her, come on her.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what we need. Comedy's back. That's Drewski. This guy. Can't you tell? Anyway.
And this is something he made very clear in an interview around that time.
Do you feel like your opportunities are limited? Do you feel like more opportunities would be open to you if you were, a white male, being by what you've seen so far?
I definitely would have more opportunities if I were white.
You are so pathetic! Dude, these people are so pathetic. I would definitely have more opportunities if I were... What are you fucking talking about? Just look at his fucking roles. Alright, so he was a voice actor on something, Belle, Lackadaisy, Blackberry, K-Pop Demon Hunters, In Your Dreams, Legend of the Galactic Heroes, Radiant, Genlock, OKKO, Toucan Birdie, Craig of the Creek, Big City Greens, Academa Drive, Pokemon Journeys, Adventure Time, Ranking of Kings, One Piece, 86, Regular Magic High School, Odd Taxi, Tokyo 24th, Bird Girl, Batwheels, Pantheon, Record of Ragnarok, Pluto, Gremlins, Pokemon Horizons, Moon Girl and the Devil Dinosaur, Delicious in Dungeons, Solo Leveling, Beastars, Sakamoto Days, Gremlins, Nomad and Nowhere, etc., etc. He voice acted in all of that shit, okay? Get the fuck out of here.
For sure. There's no doubt.
And by the way, most of those characters were not fat Asians.
I mean, even comparing now to let's say 5-10 years ago, it's definitely changed. I think studios are much more aware of hey, we should, cast authentically.
Why? Why should anyone cast authentically? By the way, casting authentically means to hire actors who resemble or relate to the character they're playing. In other words, the same race or ethnicity. This is retarded.
So there have been some good steps. We still have a long way to go.
So to make this very clear, authentic casting is something that's trying to force voice actors to only play roles where the ethnicity of the character matches their own. This is something that is so progressive, it is regressive. A lot of these people cite an attempt to even the playing field where minority voice actors will have more opportunities, but that is just not how it plays out in practice, especially in the anime industry. If you have, for example, a black voice actor, they are going to lose roles.
Yeah, think about how stupid this is. There's virtually no black characters in anime. So you're just saying black people shouldn't voice act in anime? Obviously that's not what he's saying, because he literally is all for minorities taking the roles from white people. He's just not a fan of white people voicing anyone that's not white.
Because of this, yes, they will get priority on darker skinned characters, but that's only a very small fraction of anime characters. So in the dubbing industry, they're going to lose almost all of their opportunities. And that's something people are pointing out. I know, radical theory for people like this, but discrimination based on the color of your skin, especially with employment opportunities, is not good. But people like ProZD have been pushing this very hard, and lo and behold, he'd fall on his own sword. Where back in, I believe, late 2023, he lost a role because of authentic casting. This was applied against himself.
That's what I'm talking about. Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, the fuck around, find out. Dude. He fucked around, and then you know what happened? He found out. We are literally living in the golden age of woke people fucking themselves in their own ass. It is so beautiful. It is cinema. Joy-gasming all over the place. That's what I'm talking about. But must virtue signal?
In this now deleted Twitter thread.
But you're fat-phobic because you called me fat. No, I'm not fat-phobic. Why would I be afraid of people that I could literally outrun?
Where he was told he cannot take an opportunity to voice a white character because he's, of course, Asian. And he would be very upset about this, even trying to deflect and say the naysayers will go, oh, don't you want authentic casting? And he continues on basically saying this is not an example of that, and that the playing field hasn't been leveled, and just really playing the victim in the situation.
And remember, I showed you all the roles he had, okay? So this is literally just virtue signaling. You remember, I showed you all of his roles. Dude is not suffering, okay? He's fucking fine. He just can't stop the virtue signaling.
Once again. So looking at the entire scope, his continued support for authentic casting and weaponizing it against people he doesn't like, this happening to him back in 2023 was very ironic. People have not forgotten about this.
Ironic, they say. I call it absolute cinema.
So when he did go to Twitter and announce his...
You voice Orville Park. That's weird, because Orville Park really doesn't sound at all like Sung-Won Cho. A Sung-Won Cho and Orville Park, now call me racist, it sounds to me like they come from different ethnic groups. Now, I could be wrong. Maybe Orville Park is a new Asian name. But I am inclined to not think so. Especially this is kind of in the era of like King Arthur, I think. So I very highly doubt that Orville Park in the King Arthur type story is Asian. Now, I could be wrong, but if you give him the right accent, you could pull it off. I'm just saying, you could turn this around.
His role.
It's not too late. It's not too late. Check this out. This is the strat here. Let me help you. Let me help you, my brother. I would not leave you out to dry. I want you around for as long as possible. All right. This is important. This is truly important. All right. So here's Orville Park. Make him Asian. All right. We got this. Don't worry. I can help you. I can help you. I could help you. We got this, brother. I am literally here with you on this battle. Yes. Yes. That's exactly what I'm talking. We did it, chat. We fucking did it. We absolutely did it, everybody. I saved your career, ProZD. You can absolutely do this.
In this Knights of Guinevere series, people are now mocking him. And here's a great example of how these interactions typically go. Here's Madame Savvy saying, aren't you the blow-up pool ball who said you have to look like the character you voice?
That's true. And to be fair, they did give him a fat character. I mean, to be fair, he is voice acting a fat ass. So, in my opinion, this is not even inappropriate. Like, this is a pretty good cast.
And, of course, blocked.
Listen, okay? Obviously.
And this is something he's been doing forever. This has been the play, so to speak. I got blocked as well for a different tweet that I briefly referred to at the beginning of the video, where he was talking about the anime series Made in Abyss.
Made in Abyss, by the way, it's gonna make you feel gross, but that's the point. Made in Abyss is one of the best anime ever made. In my opinion, it's a top 5 anime in the history of time. It really is, and it doesn't get enough love because of retards like this.
And he was making...
So, can I get a One Piece-esque re-edit of Made in Abyss, but instead it's just editing out all the creepy shit? Call it No Creep. Bro, then it would be a different. That's literally the entire fucking point of the story. That it's fucking disgusting and creepy. Like, yeah, they're mutilating children in Made in Abyss because that's fucking gross. Yeah! Yes, true! Correct! Yes, that is the point. You don't have to watch it, alright? Don't watch it if you are of the faint of heart. But yeah, that is the fucking point of the show, whether you like it or not. Is it about trans kids? No. He's all for mutilating children that way. This was really meant to be an offhand joke, not a damning criticism of Made in Abyss, nor a call for censorship. It's a good thing randos online are extremely normal and level-headed. Nice. Yeah. You could have said, my bad, I didn't realize what I was advocating for, instead of just attacking people that don't want their art to get criticized. Calls for the censorship of an anime, gets criticized, claims it was all a joke, and that wanting to censor anime is not censorship. Nice.
A claim about that, saying he wishes that parts of the show would be removed, referring to what he considers the creepy stuff. And then when he got major backlash for criticizing his own industry's tropes, he would try to say, oh, it's just a joke, and that anyone who has an issue with this is not normal and basically stupid. And I made a very bland post, not even directly interacting with his post, rather a screenshot, and I would get blocked. And I thought it was a very mundane thing, but it was too much. That's been the play for him, block anyone who criticizes him one way or another, and that has been...
Dude, all I know is, in the anime scene, like the anime kind of industry, there's like a whole group of people on the corpo side that fucking hate me. And he's, I think, one of them. I'm not going to list names here, obviously not trying to make beef. But no, it's pretty great. I do appreciate it. I like being the Voldemort. It makes it fun.
Confirmed again. Just before recording this, he did make a response to everything going on with the current series he's voicing in.
Alright.
And he says, hey all, this will be my last tweet on this platform. I will no longer be using Twitter after this. If you look at the replies on my latest announcement tweet, you'll see a lot of comments like this. This has been going on.
Why do they hate you? Well, for one, I think that mutilating children is a bad thing, and they support it. So we have a bit of a conflict on perspectives in that regard.
On for years now, and while the normal procedure has been to block and move on, I truly don't think Twitter is worth it anymore. In the past, I have expressed that I think diversity in casting is important. It's a complicated topic, but at the end of the day, I will stand by this. I think it's important for voice actors to be given equal opportunity, and I think there have been positive changes on that front. A lot of bad faith arguers have tried to paint this as me saying things I never said. And of course, we're going to read the part 2 of this, but we know he's not just promoting diversity. In fact,
no, of course
authentic casting...
Of course not. He's a liar. He's trying to shift goalposts. It's the way every single person on, like, the woke market, they all manipulate words like this every single time.
That he has made very clear is something he supports, does the exact opposite in practice. We all know this. It's ruining a naturally, very organically diverse industry where your looks shouldn't matter whatsoever. It's just the quality of your voice acting skill. But anyways, he continues on saying...
It is pretty hilarious seeing all of these voice acting companies get absolutely destroyed. It's so amazing. It's literally so fucking awesome. Because, you know, and again, I'm sad for voice actors that lose their jobs for AI or whatever, but, like, there is so much, like, principle bullshit, like, ethical, demoralizing garbage. Like, these are immoral shits that all come together, to shit together immorally. So I literally, I'll throw my hands up. I think all these fucking industries, from Hollywood to the anime, voice acting, bullshit, like, they're all shit and cringe. It's wild.
I've been reluctant to address this for years because I know a lot of these people will not listen to reason no matter what I say, and I have not wanted to add to this ongoing drama. Twitter especially is a cesspool for hatred, and it's been awful these past few years, but I think it's important for people to know that this has been happening. This is the last time I'll comment on any of this. Goodbye, Twitter. You truly suck. And he gives 3 examples of cherry-picked comments, most of them with only a few likes.
Oh my god, this guy has 5 likes on his post. That's a reason to leave Twitter if I've ever seen one.
Where they're saying things about his race.
People like you make me think back we should bring back Asian hate. Damn. Aren't you that fat, dysgenic retard who said people should only voice their own race that's not an Asian? No lies detected. You're fat and disgusting like the character, but he's white. Why are you voicing this character? Damn, alright. Damn, okay.
Obviously, very aggressive.
I just think Nux should take some VA jobs to be spiteful. I used to get offered VA jobs. I don't get those offers anymore because I am way too much of a brand risk, which means I'm correct about things that you're not supposed to say out loud.
Comments, but he's cherry-picking these responses to make it sound like he is the subject of racism. Like, that's the only thing.
No! Racism and fat phobia! Look at this! But unfortunately, we're living in a new world. None of that matters. Listen, I'm more than happy to take the position of the bad guy. Because the bad guys, sometimes every once in a while, need to speak. Racism is a bad thing, or whatever. But if you call everyone that criticize you a racist, you are watering down the term so much. Now, I don't care if you call me a racist. You can't call me wrong.
Going on here. Now, this is part of the reason why I always say this type of stuff detracts from the real criticism. This stuff serves as an opportunity for someone like ProZD.
Yeah, again, I don't think anyone should send him hate. Don't send him hate. Don't harass him. I don't think any of this stuff is important. Listen, he is a fat man trying his best to live his life. Now, could he outrun his obesity? Actually, yes. It is basically the only chronic illness that could be outrun. So, the reality is, this dude could outrun his issues. He refuses to do so. He fucking cucked his company. He's eating his own ass now because of it. Life sucks for him. Have you ever seen me make fun of him for being Asian? No, because I don't think there's anything wrong with being Asian. I just only want to see him voicing Asian characters. I mean, if he has some sort of moral code, turns out fucking Dexter has more of a moral backbone than these fucking slimy jelly rolls.
To show these comments and say, oh, it's because these people are racist. They're just, acting outrageous. They're doing these things while deflecting all the valid criticism people are actually giving. That's why you don't give people like me a chance to play the victim. And that's what he did immediately. He doesn't address any of the criticism about his support of
Dexter from Dexter's Lab. No, Dexter the fucking serial killer. You know the serial killer guy? That dude has more of a moral backbone than these slimy, boneless fucks.
authentic casting and how he is quite literally violating.
Lux, you are making fun of him for being fat? I just said I won't make fun of him for being Asian. Did I ever say I wouldn't make fun of him for being fat? Did I ever say something like, of course you make fun of fat people? Wait. You think just because society tells you not to make fun of fat people, you should listen to society and not make fun of fat people? What are you talking about? I think making fun of fat people is a moral good. Hopefully they'll lose weight. Live a healthier, longer life. I want nothing but the best for Mr. ProZD. I want him to lose weight and only voice act Asian characters.
His own principles by taking this role. Rules for thee, but not for me, is really the way to sum this up. Yeah. And also, people were also pointing out that authentic casting wouldn't even support other people playing in the show, but anyways, I think you really get the point. That's going to do it for this video, as always.
No, that's beautiful. The virtue signal comes around, dude.
Feel free to share your thoughts about today's topics in the comment section down below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.
Hell yeah,
that was good. You guys are up here.
No, that was good. No, I like the fat downfalls. They're very funny because they have a much bigger surface area for when they go splat. You know what I'm saying? Definitely subscribe for more fat jokes. They deserve it because hopefully they could use this as an opportunity to help themselves. All right, maybe they can help themselves. All right, that's what I'm saying. So definitely subscribe, up those numbers. We make fun of retards on this channel. It's what we do. I think this was fun. It was really kind of a filler episode, I am aware, kind of a filler episode. But every once in a while, we take a little detour to make fun of some retards. It's a noble cause. It's a noble cause. Someone has to do it. Bye. Like, subscribe, and this video was streamed live on kick.com/Nuxanor. See you there. Stay weird, fam.